Don't play with your food. It's something most of us have heard countless times, but for developer TJ Hughes, it was a prompt for creativity.
It started out as me testing my art, actually. It was me trying to figure out if I can make food look good in 3D. Because you see in 2D and things like anime and like Ghibli films, all the time you see just really good looking food, and it almost just makes you like salivate with how good it looks. And so I was wondering if video games could give food that same kind of love. And it kind of caught on Twitter. I was noticing. I was like, oh, people are actually really liking these like gifs of boba falling into a cup or ramen noodles tumbling into a bowl of broth. Like people were really like connecting with it.
The non-traditional origin of Hughes's game Nour almost mirrors the 25-year-old's entry into game development.
I'm pretty sure I was procrastinating some homework in middle school. I discovered this engine called Unity while I was just playing some game on the computer, like the computer labs at school, and I was just really fascinated. I was just like, what is Unity? You know, I really wanted to make video games, but I didn't know how to even get started doing that, or if I even could. I didn't think I would make a career of it. I was just interested at the time, but it really evolved into something amazing.
Hughes' ongoing work for Nour drew attention from more than just fans on Twitter. Sharing his progress on the product drew the attention of Panic, the publisher of 2019's critically acclaimed Untitled Goose game. They signed on to publish Nour for PC and PlayStation 5.
They had asked just if I needed anything, and I was just like, yeah, like I'll gladly take any sort of help, because I've been to this point been doing everything myself, and it's been a really self-directed thing, but I didn't quite have the resources to really push it as far as I knew it could go. It's great developing on PS5 because the controller's just so different and experimental, where like there's like the touchpad, there's gyro, there's like all the haptic feedback. There's so many different things to play with that controller, which makes just working on PS5 so much more fun. I was wondering even if I would have a PlayStation 5 by the time the game came out. But it also kind of really showed me that we picked the right platform, whereas like the hype is crazy right now for it. Like everyone wants one, and I think that really I think at the end of the day, that'll be a strength for them.
Throughout our conversation, TJ, a St. Louis native, stressed that a lot of his trajectory was atypical, and that could also apply to his presence in the game industry as a black man. According to a 2019 International Game Developers Association survey, just 2% of respondents identified as black, suggesting a large underrepresentation in a country where black people comprise 13% of the population.
Just not looking in the usual places is what needs to happen more, especially for like giving opportunity and shining the limelight in the game industry. Is just, we need to look beyond the West Coast. We need to look beyond New York and LA. We need to look at these like smaller communities that are doing something that's really amazing, that just needs, exposure, or just needs a little bit of resources to really snowball.
With the summer release date in sight, TJ is looking forward to seeing what audiences will make of his creation in their process of play.
Like, I think my favorite thing that comes from this game is when I'm showing it at events, people will start sharing with me anecdotes that they have about food and their relationship with it, their experience with it. And that's my favorite thing. It's just like this total stranger is now like opening up to me about like how they feel about food. And it's just like this amazing thing, because that just wouldn't happen under everyday circumstances, And so that's my favorite part about working on this project.
Hey, thanks for watching Bloomberg Quicktake Now. Subscribe to our channel to see the biggest stories the moment they happen from around the world. And tune in to our 24/7 live stream for global news coverage, documentaries, interviews, deep dives, and shows on the stories that you care most about.